Well, hello. Welcome to Barb's Craft Room. And I'm going to make a shabby waterfall tablet. And I'm going to use my package of scraps. These are not the thin, well, there is some thin straps in there, but they're just a bunch of scraps that I have. So I'm going to pick out a few and going to make a waterfall. A waterfall tablet. So here we go. This is really pretty. It's already got little punctuation, whatever. It's got holes in it. So that would be really cute. This needs to fit in a junk journal, so it can't be more than, I'm going to make it 8 inches. 8 inches tall. Okay? 8 inches tall. And it is about 4 1/4 inches wide. That would fit in a junk journal. Now I cut it straight, but this is going to be the bottom. And now I just want to make some layers of papers. I think I prefer the thin, like that'll work. It's thin. And they don't have to be like all matchy either. I just need them shorter or longer. So, and I'm going to tear it. And I'm going to put this one underneath. So, there we go. Like I said, it doesn't have to be matchy. The only thing that you might want to consider matching is the maybe the top, the width of the top, because those two were very similar. It's actually a little bit smaller, but I think it's still okay. It'll be hidden under that one. But I'm thinking it should stay that width. These were cute, but I don't know how much papers I have in that width. That's the problem. But it's not going to bother me. Here's a piece. That would be longer. So I said 4 1/4. I'm going to go cut off. I'm going to make it to 4 1/4. 4 1/4. There we go. This has all kinds of other stuff on it. But there we go. 4 1/4. I think I need to cut off this side too. I'm going to cut that 1/4 inch off. We'll leave it at 4. So I'm going to make everything at least 4 inches. How about that? And I don't want you to use your best papers. Just use what you got. That's what I'm doing. I'm using what I got in my folder here. I just need papers that are at least 4 inches wide. But actually, you know, they don't have to be. How about a snowman? No, we don't want a snowman, Barb. So, you know, I'm making that, and as I'm making that, I'm finding all these other pretty papers that I think I'm liking a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is just pull out the papers that kind of match together. I don't know why. They don't have to match. I'm probably going to sit here and make two because I know me. I know how I operate. And that one's looking good, so that will also have to be at 4 inches. See if I find a piece, it's going down. So you can make more than one. You can make more than one. You can make and make and make. You can make it and use up every single paper you got. I mean, hey, that's an idea, right? I found nothing. Found a journal card. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this paper goes with that too. Has to be wide, Barb. Has to be wide. Ooh, this is pretty. Let's see if these are not wide enough. Okay. They're just not wide enough. Maybe I went with the wrong size. Oh, and I ripped my bag. I ripped the bag. Oh, for Pete's sake, Barbara. I can't work with a ripped bag. Okay. I'm going to go with these papers that I have right here. And I'm going to create a waterfall. Okay, let's just work with what I got. I do like this, and I'm going to continue adding papers. I want to add it all the way down, but I just thought of an easier way to do this. Of course I did. So I'm going to take the longest, and I'm just going to layer them in order. Cut or not. Same length or not. Whatever. See what I got, you know. Because I am going to do that. This one is too short. All right. That can't go there. Barbie. But it can go. These are all about the same length, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. They're not the same width. And that's okay too, because I'm going to make it work. It just seems a lot easier to do it this way than the other way. The other way I was doing it just wasn't working for me. That's cool. Will that work in there? Yeah. I'm going to put that in there. You see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing? All right. This can go under here. There, 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 there. There needs to be a piece in between here. Here's a piece. Oh no, I have to go wrong. Just select pieces of paper that are very similar in width or length. There we go. All right. Now that I got this group of papers that I think I want to use, after I've picked them out, I will need a bottom piece. So my bottom piece, I'm going to make it, the reason I'm going to use a hard piece is because these I'm planning on writing on. So it will need a hard surface to write on. So the thinnest piece I have is probably, this one's 2 inches. I'm not going to make them all 2 inches. I'm going to make them all, I think I really like this width, which is 3 inches. So we're going to make this 3 inches wide. Okay, 3 inches wide. And you know, we all like to make tags that are 3 by 6. So I'm going to make this a 6-inch tag. But it's not a tag. So I'm flipping this over and I'm going to make every piece, if possible, 6 inches. 6 inches. 6 inches. This one has to be cut down to 3. So what? Yeah, I want that. 3, 5, 6. And this one is 6 inches. This one's already 6 inches. I'm going to use this one too. Go back and cut that to 6 inches. This one will be, this one's folded, so I better cut off that end where it's folded and turn it around and make it 6 inches. I like this side, so 6 inches. They're all 6 inches. This is not, but it is it's not cut straight. So I'm going to cut it at straight at 2 1/4. 2 1/4 instead of 3. This will be 2 1/4 instead of 3 because they're on the top. Or should I do that? Yeah, I'm going to do it. 2 1/4 instead of 3. This one will be 2 1/4. And this one will be 2 1/4. And this one will be 2 1/4. The rest of them are going to be 2 1/4. So I have 2 1/4 on the top. And this one's 2 inches. Okay. This is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to layer them on here, how I cut them. And these are the sides that I wanted to see. You know what's really funny? I got 2 of these. My husband's down there sneezing his brains out. And we'll go like that. I'll use that one too. And then that one. I'm going to turn it upside down. down. And I'm going to make sure they're all together. Okay. Then I'm going to use these that are all 2 1/4 and hold them tight if I can. There is I'm sure there's a method of doing this. I like that wood piece. Okay. Now they're all in there, and I centered them all. And what I'm going to do, you can choose what you want to do. You can staple it, you can poke a hole in it and put some kind of eyelet in there if you have a big fat eyelet. I mean, there's so many options to choose. You can glue them all down. This is really thick, and I'm actually quite surprised on how thick it is. I do not think a stapler will actually do the trick, but I'm gonna try. Hey, it worked. Okay, so I stapled it. And now I have this stack of paper, but it's not very pretty. It's not a waterfall. I could ink every edge, but I'm going to first do something else instead. I have this tear ruler, and so what I'm going to do is start at the top, and I'm going to tear it. Now they can all follow the same pattern. I just have to move it down a little and tear each one of these so that I have the same appearance. That one under there will not be matching because I didn't do it right, but it's close. It's getting easier. Oh. Now, I didn't tear as much as I could have at the top. This one was really difficult to tear. So, I don't even know where I had it. So, let's put it about right there. And see if I can do it. Well, doesn't seem like it's that easy. Now you could probably tear each one of them. You know, you could probably tear each one of them. There. There's a little tiny bit showing, but that, if you come up with an easier way, like tearing each one first, I say go for it. But this is a waterfall tablet. Okay. To make it pretty, I'm going to do something unusual. just thought of it. This stapler, I could leave it in there, but I am going to, let me see what I got here. Oh, you know, I got this pretty green thing. I don't know, it's kind of sticky on it. Let's go with this. So I'm going to cut 3/4 of an inch off. Right there. And I'm going to glue it down. I'm going to glue it where the staple is for now. Because I want to punch a hole, I don't want to punch the glue. I'm going to, I probably should have folded it over. It would have been nicer. I think I'm going to do that. What I say, 3/4 and 3/4 is 1 1/2. That's what I'm going to do. 1 1/2. Score it at 3/4. And then glue it on there like that. There we go. It looks nicer, I think. Okay. Since that's there, I'm going to punch a hole. Oh, that actually worked. And I'm going to punch another hole on that side. Okay, now that I have that, I'm going to finish gluing it down. Just didn't want the glue, you know, I didn't want to punch the glue. And on this side, there. Okay, now that I have 2 holes, I have some ribbon sitting over here, but I don't like that ribbon. Let's find some ribbon that actually looks half decent. I have some pre-cut here. There's lots. This is really fabulous. I don't think that's enough. Maybe it will be. Okay, I'm going to go from the back. You ever seen the trick where you take tape and roll it on your ribbons to create a needle? You create a needle point with it. Oh, and then it's easier to thread. So if I go like this, front to back, and then back to front, and I made it all in there. And I can take this tape off, probably best with a scissor, so I can save the ribbon underneath. If your ribbon is long enough, you don't have to cut the tape. You can just cut it all off. But mine wasn't long enough. So then I'm going to take a little ribbon like this and tie a knot in it, and tie another knot in it. Let me see. one's too short. And it'll look like a bow. Kind of like it. Like that. Oh my goodness. And then I have, how about a number 3? Put this little pin in it. Let's see. Number 3. And then the best part is inking. You can ink all your edges and have a waterfall tablet. You can go one step further with this. I'm not sure how many people are like me, but I can take a piece of paper and just write on the top of it with a dark pen, and I don't care what's underneath of it. But a lot of people won't do that. They would prefer a blank, because that's the way we were taught, you know, to just do like everybody else. Well, I'm not like everybody else. So I do things my own way, and I can write right on this. I can write on that. I can write on that. I can write on that. This one might be a little difficult. So you get your scraps of tea-dyed paper, and you can glue it on there. So you have your tea-dyed paper. And as an example, I'm going to show you. You can't write on that one. Well, you can write on this. You just do it ahead of time. Give yourself a little writing space. There. I can write on that one. I can write on that one. Probably not so much on this one. So we need to cut off a little bit and glue it on. So you have a writing space. And this is what this is a writing tablet, right? Probably can't write on that, so you need another piece of paper. I have lots of these cut off. This one might be a little difficult because it's like got some dimension on it. So we'll just go to this one. And glue it down. That other one, I'm not sure what I want to do with that. I'm not liking the dimensional stuff. Probably could put a paper on it to write on it, but we'll see. Writing. I like this, so I would write on that. I can write on that. And this one might need another paper. That's not big enough. I do like that darker paper though. That's pretty cool. So we'll put this one on here. And you have a waterfall tablet. ready for a junk journal or extra writing space. Waterfall. What do you think? Do you like it? Well, if you do, I hope you share what you make by joining us well. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.